Extrinsic motivation refers to behavior that is driven by external rewards, such as money, fame, grades, and praise. This type of motivation arises from outside the individual, as opposed to intrinsic motivation, which originates inside of the individual. Intrinsic motivation refers to behavior that is driven by internal rewards. In other words, the motivation to engage in a behavior arises within the individual because it is intrinsically rewarding. Virtually all learners are motivated in one way or another. The trick is to find out what motivates each learner. This means that we have to get to know our learners. Learners are people just like you and me, so building relationships with them is probably the most important thing you can do as a learning facilitator. Without that relationship in place, there is no way to connect learning, no way to motivate our learners, no way to move them forward. Everything we do in our learning environments stems from that relationship building. Part of that relationship is allowing learners to have a say in how they learn. Research proves that when learners have a voice and choice in what they are learning, they achieve at higher rates. This is when we become facilitators of learning instead of gatekeepers of knowledge. We offer encouragement, praise, and constructive criticism as learners work on what motivates them to learn. That's how we inspire our learners to reach level 4 knowledge. Once learners are interested in what they are learning, we can help them escalate their work to deeper levels of understanding and help them assess their own learning.
When a student is given the tool to actually choose what they want to learn and how they want to learn, I find it that they always are more motivated to do so, and they really show an interest rather than like a requirement that they have to complete a certain topic. So like if you use the example for my art class, like in that class they give you the option to maybe alter a project or find like alternatives to fulfill requirements if you feel that you can do it another way. And if you're giving that freedom and that ability, I feel that you really show a greater interest and you really try to complete it to the best of your ability.
What I love about multimedia is that with our projects, we're able to express ourselves. We have a set of requirements, but we're able to demonstrate our skills in any way that we like. For example, I took a picture of my friend John jumping in midair, and I had the fast shutter speed, and it was able to capture him at that moment. Being able to express myself with these projects motivates me greatly because I'm able to showcase what I've learned in any way that I like. Whether it's a video, whether it's something I'm interested in, I can work on something that I'm passionate about. And when you're passionate about something, it's going to come out good.
The fact that I'm able to choose what I do and how I demonstrate my learning really has empowered me to pursue my education. I know I'm not required to do what's on a list. Instead, I can come up with ways to fulfill those requirements.
What motivated me was being able to do those senior projects, and when a question came up saying, how do you want to apply all that you have learned to impact the world? And for me, it was because I want to major in government, I wanted to impact and be able to help economically disadvantaged students in the future. And so from that question, I just took it personal, and I was able to relate to it and relate it to all my senior projects. And so it motivated me to actually write it and be passionate about it.
For my senior project, I job shadowed a college professor, and I discovered that that's possibly one of the areas that I could go into. So the fact that I was able to see him work and see how he gives instructions was really, it wasn't a difficult thing to do because it's just so engaging. It's actually things that will affect your future. It really opened my eyes to the career, and it's something that I learned from my senior project.
I looked forward to the public speaking part of the senior project and just being an influence. Even the panelists, even though they were adults and people that I admire, I still wanted them to show what I'm capable of and the ideas that I have planned for in the future. And so it motivated me to actually get out there and show my ideas.
If it's multiple essays, that gets repetitive and it gets really just tiresome. And if it's like a presentation where you present and you present to the class and work on your public speaking, things like that require more energy. And it just sticks with you more if you put all your energy into a project like that.
When someone has an interest in something, it becomes easy and even enjoyable to learn about that topic. This is what we want for our learners after all. We want them to find the joy in learning so that they become lifelong learners.